I'm gonna make you so happy.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at the moral highs and lows of Beetlejuice as it relates to his best and worst antics across the Tim Burton-helmed film series. Warning, spoilers abound.
It's showtime.
Number 5, worst, going too far with his scare tactics, Beetlejuice. While Beetlejuice's antics might have been useful in aiding the Maitlands, they proved incredibly extreme.
Now, let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.
You see, Beetlejuice's idea of helping involved some of the most intense scare tactics imaginable, and to say he was overly aggressive in his methods would be an understatement. Perhaps his most ill-thought-out scare came in the form of a grotesque stairwell snake, as it unleashed a surreal nightmare for everyone involved, including Lydia. The incident was made all the more terrifying with Beetlejuice's eerier proclamation of,
"We come for your daughter, Chuck."
Yeah, we'd say Beetlejuice's uncontrollable nature often results in causing more harm than good.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice!
Oh no!
Why are you doing this?
Number 5, best, conversation with Lydia, Beetlejuice. From their first meeting, it's clear that Beetlejuice has a soft spot for Lydia.
Are you a ghost too?
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Even though his intentions are far from noble, to put it mildly, he offers her a chance to feel seen and heard, especially upon learning that she'd rather be on the other side.
I was just wondering, could you help me get out of here?
I don't want to get in.
Why?
There seems to be an understanding here, as the mischievous bug-eating ghost finds a way to connect with the misunderstood gothic teenager. Their unlikely friendship is more deeply explored in the Beetlejuice animated series, though, where they are portrayed as the best of friends. That's hardly the case here, but the seeds of that bond are surely presented, no matter how slight. Number 4, worst, switching tickets, Beetlejuice. After his expulsion at the close of 1988's Beetlejuice, we catch up with the Juice in a bizarre netherworld waiting room full of outrageous characters. It's here that an impatient Beetlejuice does what he can to skip the line of the dead. By way of some small talk and a supposed Elvis sighting, he switches tickets with his silent seatmate.
How do you get him down so small? Hey, there goes Elvis! Yo, King!
Unfortunately for Beetlejuice, his obnoxious misdeed doesn't go unpunished, as he proceeds to get his head shrunken.
Whoa, hey, what are you doing? Hey, stop it! Hey, you're messing up here! Come on! Whoa! Whoa! Stop it!
We don't blame the head shrinker, though. After all, who would want to wait behind 9,998,383,749,997 other people? Number 4, best, aiding Delia, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. We suppose if you need help in the afterlife, Beetlejuice would make for a useful ally. That's exactly what he becomes for poor Delia. You see, during a ceremony mourning Charles's death, Delia opens a pot containing 2 snakes that bite her. Believing them to be venomoid, she was fatally mistaken. Lost in the afterlife, a frantic Delia summons who else but Beetlejuice. The ghost with the most agrees to help her locate Charles's spirit, on the condition that she assist him in finding Lydia. After aiding Beetlejuice in sabotaging Lydia's wedding to Rory and dealing with the ensuing chaos, Delia returns to the afterlife, where she is indeed reunited with a headless Charles. Number 3, worst, obnoxious behavior towards most women, Beetlejuice. As entertaining of a character as he is, one of Beetlejuice's most undesirable traits is his often unfitting behavior towards women.
Women. I don't know what her problem is.
This is particularly shown in the original late 80s film. His lewd advances are evident from his first encounter with Barbara and continue throughout, as he remains shamelessly lascivious around any woman, living or dead. Beetlejuice's crude comments and unwanted advances can be uncomfortable to witness, especially in his pursuit of a teenage Lydia. Sure, he's a mischievous troublemaker, but his treatment of women has not always been appropriate, to say the least.
I wonder where a guy, an everyday Joe like myself, could find a little action.
Number 3. Best, revealing Rory's true intentions. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. While it was clear something was off when it came to Rory's intentions with Lydia, we can thank Beetlejuice for bringing his true motives to light. After Lydia reluctantly accepts her producer boyfriend's proposal, much to Astrid's disgust, the couple prepares to tie the knot on Halloween. But on the big night, Beetlejuice crashes the party.
You're that thing from my dream.
Really more nightmare material.
Following his elimination of the influencers in attendance via their cell phones, nice touch,
Right now with like a little privacy.
the Juice proceeds to inject Rory with truth serum. It's then that the real truth comes spewing out. His plan was to marry Lydia solely for her money and fame. It's no surprise then that a furious Lydia knocks him out. Talk about a truth bomb. Number 2. Worst, chopping up his ex-wife. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
My ex-wife is back.
In Tim Burton's 36 Years Later sequel, we finally learn the details of Beetlejuice's death. And, well, it's quite the tale. One that ends in more than one fatality. During his time as a grave robber in Italy during the Black Death, Beetlejuice meets a woman named Dolores, a supposed plague doctor.
Il suo nome, Dolores. Dal momento in cui ho guardato I suoi occhi maledetti,
The two end up getting hitched in some, shall we say, unholy matrimony. But after a wild wedding night, Dolores poisons him in an attempt to gain immortality.
la mia vita e la mia anima.
Not taking his death sitting down, the Juice fights back with an axe, leaving his death cult bride in literal pieces.
Ci siamo separati.
It's a stark reminder of just how dark Beetlejuice's past really is. Number 2. Best, sending Jeremy to hell. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. After a meet-cute moment with a boy named Jeremy, love appeared to be in the air for the angsty Astrid.
My mom grew up here, that old house on the hill.
Wait, the ghost house? Is your mom Lydia Dietz?
Unfortunately,
She's a legend.
However, it was actually deception in the air, as Jeremy turns out to be a killer ghost trying to trade lives with her.
ghosts aren't real. Only gullible people believe that kind of crap.
His scheme nearly succeeds, but Beetlejuice and Lydia intervene in the netherworld just in time.
I need you to help me save my daughter. But how do I know that you're gonna keep your word?
I swear on my dead mother's soul. Yes.
While Lydia saves Astrid, Beetlejuice impersonates a worker to fake stamp Jeremy's passport, reversing the transfer and restoring Astrid's life force. That's not all, though. Beetlejuice disposes of Jeremy by dropping him into a fiery pit. See, Beetlejuice can play for the good guys, when it suits him, that is. Number 1. Worst, manipulating Lydia into a forced marriage, twice. Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Now's my chance.
Beetlejuice is nothing if not persistent in his schemes to marry a living person, a union that would allow him to roam freely in the mortal world.
I want out for good. In order for me to do that, hey, I gotta get married.
Hey, these aren't my rules. Come to think of it, I don't have any rules.
In the first film, he manipulates Lydia into agreeing to marry him in exchange for helping her friends, the Maitlands.
Okay, just help them.
Sure.
After being thwarted by a sandworm, he tries his luck again in the sequel, once more coercing Lydia into marriage,
I'm gonna make you so happy.
this time in exchange for rescuing Astrid. The union is blocked again, this due to a contract snafu. Will Beetlejuice ever learn? Our guess? Probably not.
What the f?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Best, saving the Maitlands. Beetlejuice. When Barbara and Adam Maitland find themselves haunting their own home, they quickly realize they need help getting rid of the obnoxious new owners. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
It's him, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Go ahead, Barbara, say it.
Beetlejuice!
But when Beetlejuice offends the Maitlands with his, well, everything, they find themselves in a losing battle. Things get worse for the couple when Otho mistakenly conducts an exorcism, leading the pair to start to decay. When Lydia summons the Juice to help save them, he agrees, but not without that self-serving stipulation. The important thing to note here is that Beetlejuice does save the couple, using his wild antics for a positive purpose. What do you think was the best and worst thing Beetlejuice has ever done? Would you like us to do a version of this list for the Beetlejuice animated series? Let us know in the comments below.
That is why I won't do 2 shows a night anymore, babe. I won't do.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.